Well, good morning there, sweet peas. Basic Prepper Mom Myra. Today is Friday the 13th, and of course we know that there was an all call out to rise up and protest and violence and whatever else is out there. Do I think that this is a viable threat? Who knows? I definitely think that everyone should pay attention. I don't think it is a freak out moment of the world's going to end and we need to figure out what's going on. I will say, however, last night I did go to kind of a warehouse grocery type store place. Not like a Costco or Sam's, but actually to Winco, if you know what that is. And I went ahead, which I was planning on going there anyway and stocking up stuff to take over to my mom who lives over in Nevada. I'm trying to stock her up for the winter so that she doesn't have to worry about food or anything. So I'd already planned to go there and get stuff to stock up, but I did for us it was a pretty big shopping spree. And I got a lot of the same items, so I got like cases of certain things, and nobody said anything to me. Nobody even blinked an eye, except my oldest daughter, who I made go with me and help and had to push the carts, but because we ended up with two shopping carts. First time that has ever happened. But I was able to get stuff stocked up. I felt that I had to go last night, and that was probably just me. That was my kind of little freak out moment. Even though I knew that we were fine, I'm like, you know what? I just want to take this opportunity to stock some more stuff up that we had, but also to get things for my mom. I plan on making a whole bunch of meals and stuff and freezing them in kind of single serving containers for her. So that was kind of one of the main purposes of me going there. I noticed that there was definitely stuff was stocked on the shelf. Didn't seem to be a shortage of anything that I could tell. Prices were definitely up. I will say that they were not. I have not been to this Winco in probably, I want to say 7-8 months, maybe quite a while. And I did notice that prices have gone up, not just on canned goods, but they've also gone up in the meat section. The meat used to be super cheap. It is not quite. It's cheaper than the bigger chain stores, but it definitely has gone up. So there was a big difference. I would say that my food bill for what we bought, our food bill went up probably about $200 to $225 more than what it normally would have been. So it definitely has, food has definitely increased. But thankfully there were not a whole lot of shortages that I saw. So that was good. I did not go down the medication aisle or anything like that. I was kind of just dead set on getting a certain few things, and it was kind of later. We didn't get home until about 8:30 last night, almost 9 o'clock. So I wasn't really focused on too much other than just getting my stuff and leaving. I did notice that there were not a lot of people that seemed to be stocking up. There were people like 4 or 5 things in their cart. There were people that had just regular grocery shopping stuff. Nobody else seemed to really be stocking up that I could see in there, because I kind of try to pay attention to that as well. So just thought that was interesting. I don't think that we have a huge threat right now, especially if you live in a rural area. Maybe if you live in the bigger cities, yes, but I think we're pretty okay. I don't want to live in fear, and I don't want my kids to live in fear. So to be quite honest, they have plans this weekend. They have plans to be in 2 actually kind of major cities. The one, they're actually going to a wedding today. I am unable to go for a few different reasons, which makes me sad, but it's a good friend of ours, but that's okay. It is what it is. but they are traveling about 2 hours away from home. I have informed them, and they will be protecting themselves, because it's both of my girls that are going, so my youngest and my oldest. I've also informed them they need to take a bag with some snacks in it, a couple bottles of water, a change of clothes, and some just kind of basic stuff, kind of a get home bag basically. The good thing is they do know several people in route to where they're going. So if something does happen, they have people they can contact in places that they could go. So that makes me feel better. They will not be going the freeway. I did tell them that. They will be taking very back roads, country back roads to get there. Takes a little bit longer, but that's okay. They will not be on any major freeways or highways. Unfortunately, this weekend, they will also be at a major concert in a major city, and it's an outdoor concert. So I'm a little worried about that, but I can't instill fear on my children. I can teach them and tell them to be hyper vigilant and to be situationally aware, which I have to say they are very good about. Well, my oldest is really good about. My youngest is still a little, rose-colored glasses kind of thing. But that's what you have to do, is you have to really teach your kids to be situationally aware of things that are around them, and just to really know what's going on, who is around you, and for anything, look for anything kind of weird. My oldest is going to this concert with her best friend, and her father, her best friend's dad, is law enforcement. And I do believe that he actually, last year they went to this concert and he was actually working at the concert. I think that he's going to be working again this year at the concert. So that makes me feel a little bit better, I guess, because at least they know somebody kind of thing. But I don't want anyone to live in fear, but I definitely do want everyone to be very aware of what's going on. I want everyone to really be hyper vigilant in just, if you can avoid big areas, if your family can avoid big areas, but don't live in fear. I think that I would still continue to just do what you do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm at work today. We have stuff to do this weekend to our house. We'll be working around our house this weekend, kind of shoring things up for winter time with our house and with our animals, and really kind of looking at doing a lot of inventory. And I think this is probably a really good opportunity to have you do your inventory. I think you should do your inventory about every 3 months at least, even once a month if you want to do that. But I just did my inventory on all of our first aid, medicine, and stuff like that. Now it's time that I need to do inventory on our actual food and kind of see where everything is. Go through your dates on your food, make sure that nothing is expired, make sure that you have everything in order. If something is expired, figure out what you're going to do with it. If you're going to feed it to your animals, if you're going to just hold on to it for an emergency, if it's expired but it's still usable. This is definitely the time to start going through things and really shoring that stuff up, looking at your shortages, making sure that you are able to get to the store to get what you need still. I do think that there's still time that we can still do that. Be situationally aware and protect yourself and your family, and teach your family to be situationally aware. And always, always, always have a plan to get back home for all of your family members, no matter where they're at. We have a plan. The girls, like I said, they're driving about 2 hours away from home, and we have a plan. They have a plan. So I feel comfortable with that. So that's what I had to talk about today. I hope you guys stay safe today, and we'll see what happens, because pretty much it's out of our hands. Whatever happens, happens. And we have to just put faith in ourselves and in your belief and your faith that that things are going to be okay and your family's going to be okay, and that you've done everything that you can to prepare as best as you can for whatever situation. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I know it was kind of a black kind of talk, but now's a good time to do your inventory and go through things. Hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon.